This Pitboss podcast is brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Easily found on Route 213 in Kennedyville on Maryland's Upper Eastern Shore. The hard-to-find guns, the ammunition that's non-existent today, Molly's has you covered. Plus, much, much more. Molly's is your one-stop destination with Molly's Restaurant, Molly's Mart, and Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Visit them online at mymollys.com, MYMOLLYS.com. Fuel your adventure at Molly's.
Five, four, three, two, one. Quiet on the set. All right, quiet on the set.
All right, love, you going to be serious about this or what? Sitting there watching YouTube? You trying to get like some motivation?
My Saturday Night Live Sweaty Bowl skit.
Yeah. All right, so a very happy 2020. It's January 2nd, and we are finishing up the last of our 12-year Pappy, the old famous Lot B, but...
And that's Pappy Van Winkle.
Yeah, Pappy Van Winkle, straight Kentucky bourbon.
Straight Kentucky.
It smells awesome. It really does.
Cheers.
Salute.
It's good.
It really is good.
Thank you.
Oh, I wonder if the price will ever come back down.
I doubt it.
Here, let me hear, in case there's a little bit left.
There you go.
How much do you think those 5 drops cost? It's probably
maybe $1.
Yeah, probably. At least 95 cents. Excuse me. All right, so I say that a lot, all right, so, but I'm really going to try to, you can laugh at me, Karen, but I really want to make a strong, concerted effort, because I just loaded up the, let me adjust you there a second. There we go. We just loaded up the podcast episode number 23. Our trip, the drive to PEI. And I got to say, man, like towards the end, we sound like we weren't drinking, but we sound kind of effed up.
Yeah, it was hard to stay on topic. And
I just was tired. I was tired. It was tiring. I was tired. We'd stopped, I think right before we signed off there, we'd stopped off that rest stop to try to take a little nap. And after we aired the dogs, we were unable to do that. And then on up for another hour's drive, and then finally I said I had enough driving. And it was only like a 2-hour power nap, like 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., and then we were good to go. But a very happy New Year to you, and as well as you, whomever is tuning in. Thank you very much. I am really going to try to do a much better job in 2022 in many different aspects of my life, and we're not into like the whole New Year's resolution, right?
No. We have also talked about, trying to be healthier too. So, waiting for that time to start does kind of coincide with New Year.
Well, 100%. We got past. There are dogs in my lap here. Here, let me set this up. We are in our high top, easy back chair. So when I say she's in my lap, basically, her head just is. We are sitting, looking out. We're out back. It is it's not as warm as what I thought it would be, although. At 12:53 this morning when I let the pups out, it was 66 degrees out. Right now, I'd say it's a good 60. The little outdoor thermometer says it's about 60 there, right? Mm-hmm. A little breezy, but we are sitting above and looking out over the Pitboss Refuge, and there's nothing here. There was a couple birds early, but nothing here currently. No. I think they're just, it's the nature of when it's mild. Again, a couple of them showed up this morning. A couple of geese swam through. The buffalo, when I say a couple, the buffalo would always show up in the morning. I mean, a couple of mallard and black duck, but nothing sitting here now. Please reel me back in. I want to do a much better job this year of podcasting. So I don't know that I can do it weekly. Ideally, that would be great. And I know I said the same thing last year, that I want to do it, and I want to do it, and I want to do it. But I need to do it, right?
It's going to be a busy year, so, you get a pass if you don't get to do one every week. You get a pass from me, at least.
It just smells so good. It tastes good too, but I mean, just. All right, we still do have a bottle of 13, and sitting next to us here, I do have a Weller Antique 107. So I'm gonna have to switch over to the original wheated bourbon. Yes, I will get back on topic. So big plans this year. Probably first and foremost for the big plans is getting Peerless Road and the future site of Pitboss World Headquarters, getting that dialed in and getting that done, right? Mm-hmm. So I need to get through January. Everything is open to Sea Ducks opens this. I'm sorry, Sea Ducks closes. I should slow down. Sea Ducks closes this Friday, and then everything else is open till the 31st, which I got brand hunts to do. Hope the weather cooperates. As I say that, the wind picks up just slightly. Mm-hmm. But once again, in February, well, I'm just going to ramble. Early February, we would like to really try to go to Arkansas and do a couple-day snow goose hunt. Go down and visit with our good friend Buster Cooper, Busted Duck Lodge. And he's got his big rig set up for snow geese. So that's on our list to do. But once we get through that, hopefully we don't get too much moisture this year, and we'll be able to really, I say break ground. We've already broke ground, right?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we've made a driveway.
What's what I mean? We've done stuff there. Mm-hmm. Have we actually erected, except for the flagpole? Right. we have not erected anything into the ground, but.
No. There was a lot of cleanup that we had to do.
100%, and there's still a little bit more to do. We need to get the dumpster there, probably a 30-yard roll-off, get it there, and get the rest of the remnants of our burning, and the summer burning, and get that taken care of, and get it out of there. So headquarters is very much on our list. Secondly, decoys, and our online store. To probably equal, I think. I guess it's two different sets of energy need to be put in place to get that done. Our good friend Scott Moody is going to take care. He's our IT guy, so LabradorDesigns.com. Thank you, Scott. He does all our heavy work there as far as IT kind of things go. So we get that store up and running. Decoys, I definitely need. That's my area of effort. I definitely need to get that going on. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely need to get that going.
With decoys, but we've also talked about doing a few other things more consistently too. Like for next year, we talked about maybe doing some ornaments.
Yes. Yeah. So we're just coming off the Christmas holiday, and I have so many of those cutouts. I am going to turn some of those into some type of Christmas ornament. Like a lot of this stuff, the decoys themselves, I think I have dialed in, but like an ornament kind of thing, like how do we price that? Like, what's the value of that?
Well, because it's time and materials.
Yeah.
Right? So we've got to figure that out. But the other thing is that you get asked of frequently is the urns, which with our pups and all, and we certainly are putting some nice boxes, but to have, I think, an urn, a decoy that you've made for our pups, I think that would be really beautiful.
Yeah, Coot, way back in the day, it's been on my, has definitely been on my list to do, and as many things happen, I procrastinate. Great work. I won't lump you into this, but I'm great at coming up with these ideas. It's the execution that sometimes I fall short on. Mm-hmm. That said, the other part with Coot is like I want it to be like I won't say the perfect decoy, but like the perfect decoy if I'm going to seal her up in it. That's all.
What would that be for you?
Surf scooter.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what she retrieved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Diamond, she did a lot of sea ducks. I would almost maybe put her in a brand.
Okay.
I think she did. Not that she wasn't a good sea duck dog, and she retrieved plenty of sea ducks, but I just thought maybe to have two different birds. And then what's the deal? Can you split up ashes? Is that
Yeah.
So it's no problem?
Yeah, no.
So then I thought maybe I'd do a Scoter and a Brant for both of them and divide them up and put them in. But I don't know. I just kind of thought it was weird.
Like
you separated.
Right.
Right? But I guess.
Yeah, if you think about it too much, it could be. But it's a sentimental.
Yeah. But like with you and I, we're just going to throw the ashes into the water, right? So we get separated there. We're into.
We'll go back to the dirt. No. Remember, for me, it's Pacific, not Atlantic.
Well, I mean, it's all the same once it's in the ocean,
Yeah,
right?
no, I don't want to swirl around the Atlantic. I want to swirl around the Pacific.
You'll never get in the Pacific. Duke has joined us now, too. So, I actually wrote notes, and I am not a note guy at all. Now, I scribbled them down. Karen's kind of giving me the side eye looking at them, but I did write some notes down.
No, but we're talking about initially plans for the year.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And you kind of went down the little tangent with decoys, and I had two people get a hold of me today wanting decoys.
Okay. What kind?
Sea Duck Scoter.
Okay.
He got a surf scoter from me. They've been following along with the YouTube videos, and his dad wants a surf scoter. So
okay.
I don't know that I have an older one. I definitely have half a dozen cut out that I just didn't get done. Mm-hmm. I tell you too, like if it stays mild like this, I will be very, very motivated to February and March when generally it's cold to jump in and get some decoys carved. That will be the benefit of having the world headquarters where I actually have some heat.
Yes.
I have radiant heat in the concrete below the feet, as well as heating and air conditioning in where I carve. So,
And just some space.
Yeah, just
Nice.
not that I'm not organized, but space to try to organize.
Organized? No.
You enjoying that, Pappy?
Yes.
All right. The next thing that's on our list to do, and maybe if somebody wants to let us know their thoughts, and I have some friends. I love YouTube. Love YouTube, and I see lots of people on YouTube doing it. What's wrong with love? You're done already?
Not quite.
We'll finish that off, and I'll pour you some Weller.
Okay.
I don't think the Weller's going to be quite as smooth. Have friends, personal friends that have used it and have very good success with it. Again, I'm a huge fan of YouTube. Maybe, you're not as big as me on that.
No, it's
you're
more
not
of
as
a
big.
time factor.
First off, you're not as big as me, period. But as well as, YouTube.
It's
but
the time. I just don't have the time.
Okay. Well, you have plenty of time for like TikTok and stuff.
No, I don't
Oh,
really. I tried. No, TikTok's a big trap.
Whatever those clip things you watch.
No, Facebook now incorporates some of those. So yes, in that sense, I do get caught up in that.
So
but
I was
no,
right?
really not. My latest addiction is audiobooks.
Yeah, you're that one you're listening to now is.
It's very twisted.
It very is. Patreon. That's what we're. I've had a Patreon account. We have had a Patreon account. Just never really finished it. I did just to try to get myself dialed in to see how these things work. I did join Lone Duck Bob Owen. His Patreon, and they were with me hunting this year, and they actually gave for their Patreons. They actually had a drawing and gave away a sea duck hunt. And fellows from Georgia, and Bob and I sat and we talked quite a bit. Been on his podcast a couple different times. Maybe I can get him to come on here and we can discuss it. Patreon. So basically, we're going to be asking people for money with the thought process of number one, it helps support what we do, so that possibly we could do better production. So that's kind of like the minimum to me. And please, anybody can correct me, but this is kind of my mindset, my thought process. The second thing is there needs to be some value in that, and like Bob has 3 different levels. He has like a $5 a month level where basically you're just supporting them. So it's just if you follow along with what he does, you feel like giving him a couple bucks a month helps him out. The second one was like a $15 membership, and I can't remember. I'm cheap. I just did the $5. I can't remember what the $15 one was. And the $35 level, with his dog training, you could actually send him videos, and he would basically kind of help you and get around some curves or some rough spots in your dog training.
It's one-on-one kind of
more or less
instruction, yeah.
Yes.
And I think it was time-based too, right?
Yes, I think it's
15 minutes, one-on-one.
Yeah, and like you can send him a video.
Yeah,
and basically you do, all our time is valuable. And as we sat there and talked in the boat, if he's got 200 patrons, like he doesn't necessarily have 200 10-minute windows in his day kind of thing, right? Or in his week or in his month. So that's I'm going to go off on a tangent. That's really rough because much like any of my social media, our social media outlets, I mean, I really do try to interact with everybody, And it does become a job. It
Oh
really
my
does take up
gosh.
your time.
I don't know that anyone could understand how much time that Jeff spends on his phone. Like his phone is his business almost.
Well, truthfully, and I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining that it is it's a big block of time. I don't know if I should admit it or not, but I do have an alarm set on my Instagram, like an hour and a half a day, and it goes off to let me know that I've been on for an hour and a half. That like I don't not that I want to put more time in it than that, but I think an hour and a half of my day. If you think about that, that's a lot of time in 24 hours.
Is that? I mean, but you go over an hour. I would think you do more than an hour.
Well,
and
yeah,
a
the
half a
alarm
day.
goes off, but like I said, I have it set to try to. Not
Make
like it's
you
not
aware.
something. It's not something I'm trying to obtain. It's something. It's more of like a warning to me.
Well,
Is the way I look
how
at
much do you do?
it. I don't know.
You don't want to admit.
No, it's more like 2 hours. But if you think about it, like in like a minute increments, a couple minute increments here and there, that again like an hour and a half in 24 hours, and I'm not awake all 24 hours.
Right.
So that is a big chunk of my time and your time, and I generally do. I do it when you're here. Like I said, I would generally do it when you're not here, but that would be false. So Patreon, we want to try to delve into that and see if that would be a way. We've got some ideas. I don't really want to go into the details, but focused around gear. Possibly if we did get enough Patreons, maybe we could give away a sea duck hunt a season. Your idea would be more of like do a mixed group. So like instead of giving one hunt away for one person,
There's more opportunity for more subscribers to win.
Yeah, and the idea would be too like. I think that the gist and the idea is the mindset of the Patreon is that these are people that follow on with us anyway, like what we do to some degree, and hopefully if I got as Pat Vincenti would like to say like-minded people. So if you get 4 people that are kind of on the same wavelength, already following along with us, already doing what already interact and engage in what we do. If you got 4 people that don't know each other. That hopefully would be a decent, a positive outcome.
Yeah,
we did it with the Pitboss XX contest, right?
Yes.
Picked 4 people that had no idea who they. Well, we'll say they had no idea who they were because again they followed along, so they're kind of already like sort of like know of each other.
Yep.
So that would be
it just becomes a networking thing.
Yeah.
Meet new friends. I think it's all good.
I guess the hurdle in that is I've never wanted to ask somebody for money, so that's part of my hesitation in doing this. Now, I've been told, like, yes, that is kind of the weirdness of when you first started, but then once you're into it, it just flows right along, and it's not that big a deal anymore. But I definitely want to give something away. There be value to it. Everybody's always asking for decals. I was even thinking of like the minimal Patreon. Just the first time that they do sign up, that we send out like I won't say a swag pack, but like definitely like a. Maybe a small collection of decals or something like that, and try to work that in there. So that, again, like somebody's getting something. Yeah. Just don't want to be taking people's money. So.
Yep.
All right. I think that kind of covers my first set of topics. The next is my season, man.
That's rice sniffing, if anyone can hear. What are you? Because it's almost time to EAT.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
EAT time.
They have easily an hour to go. My season. So you've known me since my 2013 season. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's 9 years, 9 seasons, right? Wow.
It's August, yeah.
That makes me feel old. Good thing you're 10 years younger than me. I know that. This, to me, and I try to have that are they bothering you?
No, she's just bringing me her toys to throw now.
Try to have I guess it would be called, I don't know if it is truly the definition of revisionist history, but like what's closest we remember best. But like I can tell you, starting tomorrow is the last week of the season, and I've only gotten one weekend that I got all 6 days in this year, right?
Yeah.
And that's never happened.
Yeah, that's been rough.
Yeah, it's just been crazy wind. The wind's going to kick in tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to get in tomorrow. This winter storm's coming through, and I don't think we're going to get that much snow. Looks like our area maybe is Ocean City, maybe like 1 to 3 inches. Just a little bit west of us to Salisbury, they're talking about 12 inches of snow. I just have trouble believing with the ground temperature being in the 60s. Like, how is it really going to accumulate?
Sitting out on the deck today, gosh.
100%. But my season, and I got the rest of this week for sea ducks, and then we'll jump into hopefully shoot some brant the rest of the year and call it done. So want to try to finish strong. I've got some ideas I want to try to improve for next year because I really do try to. I guess, do I wake up each morning consciously saying to myself that I want to be better today or I want to do better?
I think you
consciously.
No, probably not consciously, but
no,
that's
but
just
I do.
who you are.
Right, I do. But like, I don't wake up saying, "Hey, today I got to be better than yesterday."
Yeah,
right?
no.
But no, but like I want to evolve, and I always call it staying ahead of the curve, right?
Yeah.
So I do want to stay ahead of the curve and evolve, and I've got some ideas of some areas that I think I can improve on, and we've had our little brainstorm meetings, and especially with more the video medium to try to improve some things for when I say video medium, I don't mean necessarily the videos that I make, but just try to become more informative and better interactive with people that book hunts with us. So we're going to come up with some standard type videos that just help explain what to expect, what you need to do, what we can do better for you, kind of thing.
Yep.
So that's where
and how to enjoy the area while they're
exactly.
here.
Yep. So that's I got there's a couple different things as far as improving into my season next year, and I do think it is a guide service, and I think service is the key word because we are providing a service. Am I out in the boat with them and quote hunting along? I don't take a gun, so I'm not hunting with them. I'm providing them with the opportunity to do this. I'm providing them with the service. So I think ultimately, that is always in the back of my mind of like it's a service. So I just want to improve my service, our service. So that's got some ideas in there and some areas that I want to work on that you can definitely be a part of it, Karen, to help me become better with that. And again, like each day. All right, take it easy, Duke. Each day we get older, and again, I want to stay ahead of the curve, and especially I'm going to segue into next part of my season. That this is the last couple of days of the special sea duck season in the Atlantic Flyway. And way back in the day, sea ducks were an unutilized resource. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife thought in the Atlantic Flyway, so they wanted to make give more of an opportunity to take advantage of an underutilized resource, and that was 107 days long. Basically, it was always open. Way back in the day, the limits were very liberal, or much more liberal than they are today. And I guess 6 seasons ago, they reduced it. They wanted to reduce some of the harvest because way back when I started, there wasn't such thing as the world's largest duck boat, 32 feet long. I was in a 17-foot TDB, and there was a 21 TDB, but I think they only had made 3 of them. And obviously, people are using other boats too to sea duck hunt from, but definitely like all the layout boats weren't all around, and just people were not taking advantage. And then as they slowly curved that and started to take advantage, U.S. Fish and Wildlife thought they don't know a lot about sea ducks. They do know that sea ducks, they believe, are very slow to reproduce, and they wanted to drop the harvest rate by 25%. So 107 days turned into 60 days, with the hopes of reducing it by 25%. In the 6 years of the 60-day season, they say that it went up 30%. So I don't know who's promoting sea duck hunting love.
Yeah, no, not a clue, Jeffrey.
So, I mean, I wouldn't think there's that much interest out there for people shooting sea ducks.
Well, until I think social media, and
I'm just messing around.
I mean, social media has been a huge part of that. Not saying just for you, but
No,
in general.
for everybody, 100%, man. But it's definitely put it on everybody's radar. So, where I'm going with this is to reduce the harvest. To get the harvest back under control, where they wanted to reduce it by 25% and increase by 30%. Next year, there is no special sea duck season, so in the Atlantic Flyway, not just in Maryland, but Atlantic Flyway, sea ducks will become ducks. And when whatever state you're in, when regular ducks are open, you can shoot sea ducks. And instead of, I'm going to rewind for a second. Back in the 107-day season, correct myself, because I'm thinking about 7 bird limits. Back in the 107-day season, the limit was 7 birds, no more than 4 scoter. Maryland always chose 5 with no more than 4 scoter. When they went to the 60-day season, the 7 birds in the Atlantic flyway went to 5 birds with no more than 4 of any one species. So like I like to say, on 107 days, if states that border us, Virginia or Delaware, if you had a good old squall spot, you could shoot 7 old squall legally. So on the new 60-day season, there is an old squall limit of 4 birds, an eider limit of 4 birds, or a scoter limit of 4 birds, with no more than 5 sea ducks in general. So you can't have more than 5 old squall. Let me start with scoter. Scoter, old squall, eider, and in that you can't have more than any one species of 4 birds. So in this new, I can't say it's a new season, just in the doing away with the special sea duck season, they've dropped the total sea duck limit from 5 to 4 with no more than 3 of any one species. So when we go out and we shoot basically 4 scoter, now we can next year we'll only be able to shoot 3. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the way. I think it's a nice compromise where still gives us plenty of opportunity to target and shoot sea ducks, but at the same time, I guess from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife's perspective, it gives them the reduction that they're looking for. Mm-hmm. And specifically in Maryland, I do know with our 60-day duck season, a week in October, 2 weeks in November, mid-December to the end of January, the sea duck season opened in between those splits, so nothing else was open. So now I think that in October, guys will want to go try to shoot regular ducks before they shoot sea ducks. When the season opens back in November again, opens up, I think, again, people want to go try to shoot regular ducks versus sea ducks. Not saying there's people won't still shoot sea ducks, but I think that will reduce, definitely in Maryland, the amount of birds that get harvested and shot. So
until I can do a proper count, that has to be the way, right?
Yeah. And I guess, just like our AP Canada Goose, where the season's been closed and then they reopened it and the limit days and the bag limit became a little more liberal. I guess, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife down the road can always revisit that. But, like Josh here at the state of Maryland said, they want people to be able to shoot sea ducks 100 years from now, and not have it be like the Labrador duck, where I still like to think there's a Labrador duck out there occasionally, but not kill them all.
Yeah, no, that would be horrible.
Yeah, I don't want to be a hypocrite because obviously over the years, definitely, embarrassingly have added to that harvest limit for sure. But I don't want to be a hypocrite in between all this. But yeah, it is. I think it's going to be hopefully a good for the overall. It would be good for the resource. How about that?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. That said, booking next season. So it's kind of, I think it's that kind of thing, Karen, when like somebody wants to do something and you tell them I'm like this. If you tell me I want to really do it and I can't, that makes me want to do it even more, right? So I've had, get 3, 4, 5 emails a week, a day. 3, 4, 5 emails a day during the week, during the season is where I'm getting a little confused there. But during the season, definitely there's a tremendous amount of interest of people wanting to go. And so, yeah, I think next year in my 60 days, I'm about 16 days booked so far. Wow. So hopefully that stays strong and we'll be 100% booked like we are this year for next year. So
nice.
Another topic is YouTube. I do love making YouTube videos. I could go off on a whole tangent about that. But what I want to say is, and if you're listening to this, please, if you want to go check it out, it's youtube.com/Jeff Coates, JEFFCOATS. COATS. I will slow down the speed that I am talking. And or Pitboss Waterfowl, PITBOSS Waterfowl. Day 53 of 60 was it kind of went out of my, I'll say my comfort zone, but definitely the way my mindset of the way I had been editing my sea duck videos. Where basically I just showed pretty much not the whole hunt from start to finish, but basically I said earlier this morning on Facebook Live that it's kind of raw. It's not raw in the sense of it's foul language or anything like that, but it's not like highly edited. Where my other stuff, if you go back, day 1 of 60 through day 52, have a lot of music behind them. I kind of edit the footage to the music. And so I just kind of threw it out there, asked a question like, hey, do you like this style of video better? To the people that are following along with us on YouTube. And man, it was a crazy response. First off, I mean, it got like 3,000 views in less than 24 hours. Like the rest of my videos this year, nothing's gotten that. Mm. I think there was like 30 comments before I even started replying back, and it had over, it wasn't all 100% thumbs up. There was a few down. I think we're like at 96%, 97%. Thumbs up or likes versus dislikes. So a couple people gave us a thumbs down. Mm-hmm. Gave me a thumbs down. But yeah, it's just a different style of editing and just something different. So again, I want to try to if people like that better, which it seems like they possibly might. I've still got a lot of the PEI footage to edit, and I just loaded up that morning we walked down Brackley Beach. I just loaded all that footage up in, and I'm just going to kind of do that same style where not really no music, just kind of show what happened, and like we never even fired our guns that day.
No, we did not.
Matter of fact, I think you got cold and left.
No, I was watching my puppy dog shivering to death sitting in the water.
So Jeff and I finished up and picked the decoys up, and you walked up to shoreline with Rye, I guess. But
Yeah, we went back, didn't we, Ryan? We got in front of the fire.
yeah, the fire is good there. Hey, I got to say, man, like I just looked at that footage again, and like the water was just crystal clear. Like
It was beautiful.
I remember it was clear, but like just watching the footage, it was like, wow, that and all the eelgrass.
Stop. You are bad. Do not eat the microphone. Oh, boy.
Yeah, she's a bum.
Well, something else we got to do this year.
Finish her hunt test.
Yes, she's going to get her junior hunter title. I hope.
And then we'll breed her.
Well, not until we get to the Pitboss World headquarters, though, because I don't want puppies dropping into the canal.
Copy that. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. They'd probably like it though.
No, they wouldn't.
You don't think they like to go swimming?
Nope.
But yes, back to YouTube. Just doing that different. I think that they are getting restless. Come on, guys. Give Duke the eye. Dumb. YouTube, yeah. If you get a chance, check it out. We're definitely looking for more subscribers. So I will ask if you have a YouTube account, if you would not mind subscribing to us. I appreciate that. Again, youtube.com/Jeff Coates or Pitboss Waterfowl. Easy to find. If you search anything, we'll pop right up. Love, you want some Weller?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
And
What you got?
if some of your followers have YouTube accounts, send us your link.
Yeah, I 100%. I always follow people back. On Instagram.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, that was a heavy pour.
That was.
On Instagram.
Smells good.
It's good?
Smells good.
I'm going to switch over myself. I've been sipping just a little bit slower. We love our bourbon neat. Now, Crown Black, I love ice. Karen drinks Crown Black neat, but bourbons, I definitely like them neat.
I
Full
think
strength.
I like it better than Pappy.
Okay, well,
It has more flavor for sure.
okay. Well, I mean, I've told people if I had to buy one bottle, that would be the bottle. Weller Antique. It's the red label. Antique
cute.
107.
Thank you.
I haven't had the white label.
What is that?
I don't know. I can't remember what. It's got like, I think it has four letters on it.
Now
I
go
can't
Google.
remember, but it is Weller white label. We've had the full proof. We don't like that.
New.
Yeah, full proof. We don't like the black label I got for Christmas. That was pretty good. The 12-year, and then there's the blue reserve. Definitely had. I think we've had 2 bottles of that. What's the bottle you broke? It was the blue.
I think it was the blue one.
Yeah, it was the blue. Karen knocked the bottle of
Oh
Weller
my
off.
gosh.
What? Don't look at the price.
Yeah. Wow.
But what's it called?
Let me down my glasses here. It is Weller CYPB.
Yeah, see, I know it's four letters.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Good old Google. In response, Buffalo Trace Distillery will release a new edition of W.L. Weller bourbon called CYPB, short for Craft Your Perfect Bourbon.
Well, there you go.
As directed by fans, this bourbon will be made from a wheat recipe aged 8 years on the top floors of the warehouses and bottled at 95 proof.
I bet you it's good.
Have a guess how much?
Oh, it's not. Well, that's just the
It's all
internet.
relative, right? Like, to me, that's a lot of money.
$3.50 a bottle.
No. Almost 2,000. 2,000. Well, it depends on which website. This one is almost $900.
I don't think I've seen it at Cheers. If I do, I'm going to jump on. I won't tell you how many bottles of Weller I bought. They're in a box.
Jeffrey. What?
They're in a box. Hope I didn't but I was worried. Like it's almost like almost like it's a commodity. Like you don't want to buy high, and then it like the price, the bottom drop out, right?
Right.
But at the same time, I really like antique, so I may have bought a couple bottles of antique.
You may have.
I may have.
Jeffrey.
I may or may not have. We got a boater going by. He's Instagrammer. Good day. Oh, he's got his bicycle with him too. I just poured well the antique.
It's good.
I really do think that's, if I had to pick one, I think it might be what I pick. I am a big fan of Heaven's Door. Oh, you're saying it's choppy out there. It's just that south wind. All right, love. What would you like to talk about? Because my short list, that's pretty much, I've kind of went through my short list.
Okay.
Will you try to help motivate me and you get me to be more organized, focused, organized to do this weekly?
I will try.
Yeah, I want to get guests on too. I just don't want it to be. That's been my biggest. I'm going to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I told Bob Owen that was like one of my biggest things. He does a podcast weekly, and he does have guests. I've done it twice. Punisher podcast. Those guys, they Damien and the boys, they from Ontario, the Maritimes there of Eastern Canada. They do a great job. They happen to use Zoom meeting. So it's also video where they put it on YouTube. But those guys do a great job where they're committed to do it weekly. And I'm going to make my excuse. I can see through January, I can see where it would be difficult for me to do it.
Yeah.
But
yes.
once I'm outside of that, excuse me, once I get outside of that, I think I should be able to do it.
Yeah.
And I got to get guests on. Go, what?
I'm just thinking, you just need, if people can, if they watch the YouTube or they listen to this podcast, throw Jeff some text, his number 410-937-4034.
Everybody text me.
Yeah, text him with some topics that you would like him to talk about,
Hey, another boater going out.
But that may have to be through the, what is it called again?
Patreon. Yeah, Patreon.
Yes.
You're going to get into Patreon, love. You need to download the app, and you're going to be a big part of.
I did look at it, and I searched some different topics. Like I searched veterinarian. There are some veterinarians that do it, and offering. Just be careful what you ask for, but some veterinary advice.
Yep.
But yeah, there's some interesting topics on there. But I'd never heard of it before. Heard of it.
Again, my first knowledge of it would be through YouTube. People that YouTube creators, if you will. I don't think of myself as a creator, but I guess some people target themselves. Like I hate like, hey, I'm in the industry. I did look it up. I did look up the definition of industry the other day, and I guess some of the quote waterfowl industry. It kind of does. I guess it kind of does fit the definition. But I just like to think I'm a guy doing what I like to do.
What and that you're not in the waterfowl industry? Is that what you're not liking?
Like what is? Well, I had to look up what the definition of industry is.
All right. What does it mean? What is it?
Well, you can look it up and read it. I can't remember. But I do I do remember that kind of the word industry, waterfowl does kind of fall into that definition.
Okay. All right. So economic activity concerned with the processing of raw materials.
You see the raw materials thing. It's not like
manufacturer of goods.
To me, like industry is like making steel and
hard work. The kitchen became a hive of industry. Industry could mean hard work. That's weird.
Well, it just seems to be like that's the tagline. Everybody wants to be in the waterfowl industry.
Oh, the informal meaning of industry is an activity or domain in which a great deal of time or effort is expended. So
right,
yes,
so it falls into that. But
yes.
I've never really liked to think of myself in that work.
I can relate. I don't like to think I'm in the veterinary industry.
See, to me, I would say the veterinary industry is bigger than the waterfowl industry.
Yes.
I don't know.
Veterinary profession, which is what I would
Is
prefer.
like a tomato?
Possibly.
Yeah. How do we even get on that topic?
You talking about what the meaning of industry is with...
it was something else.
What's it called again?
You just kind of went...
Yeah, what is that called? I want to call
Patreon.
I want to call it Peloton. Is that
Patreon,
I keep getting hung up on?
Patreon. I don't know. I guess I was saying, here come Bear Buffalo. My first real knowledge of Patreon was through YouTube. So that's all. That's all creators. That's where I went. It's for YouTube creators. I don't like to think of myself there. I've come back full circle. I don't like to think of myself as a creator. And then I went into the whole thing. I don't think of myself as quote, I'm gonna be in the industry, but I guess it kind of is whatever it is. All right. It's pushing 1 o'clock, love.
All right.
We ready for some kickoff?
NFL.
Yeah. I've been rambling for 40 minutes here, I guess. So appreciate you following along. A very happy New Year to you, Karen.
Happy New Year. I hope everyone has a safe, prosperous, and happy New Year, and you get what you work hard for.
100%. We got, I guess my looking at my topics again, man. Just we do have big plans to do things, and again, not just because we're not into New Year's resolution type of stuff, but it's the new year, and we're ready to get through this what's left of this season and kick some ass and get some stuff done.
Yep. Build some pole barns.
Yeah. Barn dominium, love.
Barn dominium.
That's where we're going to live. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for tuning in and following along with us once again. I think that's all I got. Is that all you got?
All I got.
All right. Until, should I say next week?
You don't want to promise something you don't deliver, love.
Until later in the month.
There you go.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Thinking of you, we are.